Welcome everyone. In the next few minutes, we'll review the latest HR news. Let's get started. In motions filed March 7th, the Federal Trade Commission asked the 5th and 11th Circuits to hold appeals on 2 lawsuits for 120 days so the agency can reevaluate a rule that's being questioned. The rule refers to an FTC rule issued during the prior administration, banning all non-compete agreements that prohibit workers from leaving an employer and going to work for a competing business or launching a competing business of their own. The rule was set to go into effect back in September, but in August, a federal judge stopped the rule from taking effect. The judge said the FTC doesn't have the authority to ban practices it deems are unfair methods of competition. The motions filed recently would pause cases appealing that decision. In other news, the requirement for federal contractors to pay workers at least $17.75 per hour was revoked on March 14th by an executive order. The minimum wage had been required under an executive order that applied to certain contracts signed after January 30th, 2022. Covered federal contractors still need to follow any wage determinations called for in their contracts, as well as federal, state, and local minimum wage laws. In addition, the federal contractor minimum wage of $13.30 per hour remains in effect, and contractors need to pay that rate if it is required under their contract. And finally, on March 19th, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, along with the Justice Department, released information on how a diversity, equity, and inclusion program could violate the law. This news comes in light of recent executive orders scrutinizing DEI programs. Generally, DEI initiatives, policies, programs, or practices can be illegal if they involve taking an employment action that's motivated by an employee's or applicant's race, sex, or another protected characteristic. Employers should also tread carefully in regard to DEI training. Most DEI training, however, is designed to encourage respect in the workplace, which wouldn't cross the line into discrimination. That's all the HR news we have time for today. Thanks for watching. See you next month.